Well, as a runner, I'm absolutely horrified at what happened in North Carolina. I don't know if you heard the story, but in the Pinnacle Park, it's a popular place with running trails all over it, someone had apparently intentionally hammered nails into roots and boards and stuck them on the trails so that people not aware of them might end up impaling themselves, and at least one runner did impale himself on a nail that was stuck there intentionally. The fact that someone would choose to do this is, well, I believe I may have already used the word horrifying, but it's the kind of thing that just makes you go, wow. I mean, obviously, it's got to be coming from somebody who doesn't like the number of runners on the trails, right? It doesn't take a lot of logic to figure that out. Who would want to do that? Somebody who doesn't want people running out there in their nature preserve. Now, I'm not assigning a motive necessarily, or I'm not trying to pinpoint any kind of blame, but they are offering a $1,000 reward to anybody who has information leading to the culprit of this. It wouldn't surprise me, however, if it was someone who feels like their nature is being disturbed by someone running on a trail through there. And look, I understand your frustration. If you're a person who likes to go out into the quiet woods and enjoy nature, and then somebody comes running by, it may disturb you. However, if you're on a public trail, I mean, kind of the whole point of it being public is this joint ownership nonsense. I mean, if you want quiet, peace and quiet, go out into the woods. Go buy a piece of property that's out in the woods and go build a cabin on it. Or, you know what, just find a piece of woods, just go out and walk into the wilderness if that's what you want. But you don't. You want to have those improved trails to walk on. These improved trails that are open to everybody. And if you're going to have trails that belong to everybody and are open to everybody, then everybody needs to share them and treat other people with the due respect of common usage, right? This is part of something called the tragedy of the public commons, something that goes back literally thousands of years. When you have the town square, the commons area, it belongs to everybody, and therefore it's nobody's particular job to care for it. It's not my job. It's not your job. Well, who cleans up after it? If everybody cleaned up after themselves, it wouldn't be a problem. If everybody, helped maintain the public commons area, it wouldn't be a problem, right? But that's not what happens, because you see, people are selfish. I mean, it's part of the way we are. We have things that are ours. This is mine. This is my Mountain Dew. I don't want to share it with you. It's mine. Okay? Now, if you and I put some money together and made it our Mountain Dew, how are we going to decide who gets more of it? Because I'm a very greedy drinker. I like to drink a lot. And ask my wife. She'll tell you. If she and I are sharing a drink, she's not happy with how much her share is because I drink more than she does. This is part of the problem, once again, of this common property issue. The tragedy of the commons is that because nobody has direct responsibility to take care of it, nobody takes care of it. And then you have something like this with somebody who doesn't like the way other people are treating what they consider to be their trails, putting up nails, actually spikes, 1-inch spikes, for somebody to impale themselves on. We've seen this kind of thing happen in Alaska with people putting chains up across trails so that somebody's snow machining coming along, and in one case I heard of somebody actually being decapitated from that. They're just whizzing along the snow machine. They don't know that somebody's put a chain across. It's not cool. Okay. Now, do you have a solution for this? I do, and you may not like the solution, but my solution would be to get rid of public property altogether. That we take all of the land that is currently held in common and divvy it up, offer it for sale. Let people, okay, maybe some rich people are going to end up with having more property than others, but at least they're going to take care of what's theirs, right? We can talk about this. Love to hear your comments. Email me, steve@radiofreespeech.com. Hopefully here sometime in the next week or so, we're going to have phone lines working. I think I may have solved the problem. All right. Become a supporter at Patreon or by buying a subscription directly at the website, radiofreespeech.com. Thank you very much.